Choosing Peace. Chapter 12. Your peace plan and what comes next. Building the life you have been choosing toward. It is their energy, not yours. Choose peace. You made it to the last chapter. I want you to sit with that for a moment before we go any further. Not because finishing a book is a small thing, though finishing this one matters, but because getting here means something more than reaching the final pages. It means you were ready. It means some part of you knew, even before you opened page 1, that peace was possible for you and that you were willing to do something about it. It means you chose yourself enough to show up for every chapter, every honest question, every uncomfortable truth, and every tool that asks something of you. That is not nothing. That is everything. So, before we build your personal peace plan and before I say what I most want to say to you, I want to acknowledge where you are standing right now. You are not the same person who opened this book. You have more language, more tools, more self-awareness, and more permission than you did when you started. That belongs to you now and nobody can take it back. Everything you have built. Let us look at what you are carrying out of these pages. You know now that choosing peace is not selfish. That it is one of the most generous things you can do because a person with peace is a person who has something real to give. You have a drain map that shows you exactly what takes from your energy and a restoration map that shows you exactly what puts it back. You know the difference between energy givers and energy takers, and you have language for navigating both without losing yourself or your kindness. You have a soft boundary toolkit. Power words. The breath before the reaction. The internal pivot that says this is their energy, not mine. The warm exit that closes a draining conversation without burning a bridge. You have a silence mode practice that is yours. Sunshine and comfortable clothes and intentional input that raises your thinking instead of continuing the drain. You have a daily reset that bookends your days with gratitude and safety and the quiet revolution of get to instead of have to. You have the mindset of it is what it is, not as resignation but as a deep and practiced breath that keeps your peace intact when the world tries to take it. And you have the knowledge that you are not who you were. That growth is real. That old habits may creep back but they are not here to stay. That the guilt fades the longer you keep choosing yourself. You built all of that. One chapter at a time. Starting from wherever you were when you began. Your personal peace plan. Now it is time to pull everything together into something you can hold, carry, and return to whenever you need it. Your personal peace plan is not complicated. It does not need to be. The most effective plans are the ones simple enough to actually use on a hard day when your energy is low and your old patterns are knocking. Work through each section and fill it in with your own honest answers. This plan belongs to you alone. My personal peace plan. 1. My daily morning anchor. The first thing I do each morning to start from a grounded place is 2. My energy drain awareness. The people, situations, or patterns I know drain me most are 3. My restoration essentials. The things that genuinely fill me back up are 4. My power words. The phrases I carry with me for draining moments are 5. My silence mode ritual. When I need to recharge 6. My daily reset. I close my day by 7. My it is what it is reminder. When something tries to pull me into reaction I will 8. My peace statement. In one sentence my commitment to myself is keep this plan somewhere you can see it. On your phone. In a journal. On a piece of paper folded in your wallet. Return to it when old habits creep back. Revise it as you grow. Let it be a living document that reflects who you are becoming rather than a finished product that sits on a shelf. When old habits come back. I want to be honest with you one last time because this book has been built on honesty from the first page. Old habits will come back. Not forever and not to stay, but they will visit. The guilt will show up sometimes when you are resting. The reactive version of you will try to resurface when the right button gets pushed. The old pull toward overextension will call your name when someone needs something and you are already running low. This is not failure. This is being human. The difference now is that you have tools. You have language for what is happening. You have a plan to return to. You know the breath before the reaction. You know the pivot. You know the power words. You know what restores you and you know that your peace is worth protecting even when it would be easier to let it go. Every time an old habit comes back and you catch it, name it, and choose differently anyway, you are not starting over. You are deepening the practice. You are proving to yourself again that you have changed and that the change is real. Old habits are not here to stay. They are just visiting. And you know how to show them the door. What comes next? This book was the beginning, not the destination. You have learned how to recognize peace as something worth choosing, how to see what drains you and what restores you, how to hold your ground gently with the people around you, how to reset your days and protect your energy and breathe before you react. Book 2 of this series, Holding Your Ground, goes deeper. It is for the person who has started the journey and is now navigating what happens when the world pushes back, when the growth creates friction, when the people around you test your new limits, when you need not just the tools to begin but the strength and strategy to sustain. If you have read this far, you are ready for that next step. Not because you have mastered everything here, but because you have started. And starting is the only qualification that matters. The next chapter of your piece is waiting, and you have already proven you are someone who shows up for it. A personal note to you. Before we close, I want to speak directly to you. Not as an author to a reader, but as one person who has walked this road to another who is walking it now. I am rooting for you. I mean that simply and completely. Wherever you are in this journey, whether you are just beginning to believe that peace is possible for you or whether you have already felt the first real shift, I am rooting for you to find it, keep it, and build a life around it. I will be honest with you the way I have been honest throughout these pages. Old habits may creep back in. There will be days when the drain wins and the guilt returns and the reactive version of you shows up before the breathe version has a chance. That is part of it. That is being real and human and in the middle of something worth building. But those days do not define you. Your consistency does. Your willingness to keep choosing does. Your decision to return to yourself every single time, even imperfectly, even slowly, even on the days when it costs something to do it. And to everyone who has supported you on this journey, who has given you the space to change, who has stayed when the new version of you arrived and chosen to love that version too, thank you. The people who hold space for our growth are rare and precious. To everyone else, to the drainers and the complainers and the ones who preferred the old version, it is their energy, not yours. Choose peace. You are not perfect. You are not finished. You are not who you were. You are someone who chose peace when it would have been easier not to. That is the whole story. And it is a good one. Continue the journey. Book 2, Holding Your Ground. For the person growing, deeper boundaries, navigating pushback, and sustaining the shift.